The Heroism of Audie Murphy. Audie Murphy's story is one of extraordinary bravery against insurmountable odds. Born into poverty in Texas, Murphy enlisted in the U.S. Army at 17, after being turned away by both the Navy and Marine Corps due to his small stature. By the end of WW2, he was one of the most highly decorated American combat soldiers, having earned every U.S. military combat award available at the time. The struggle for survival in Italy and France. Murphy's early battles were in North Africa and Italy, where he proved himself a fierce soldier. He showed exceptional courage in the 1943 invasion of Sicily, surviving intense combat and harsh conditions. However, his greatest acts of bravery came during the Allied push into German-occupied France. In October 1944, in the Vosges Mountains of France, Murphy's unit faced German forces in the town of Holzwihr. The soldiers were heavily outnumbered and lacking reinforcements, making a retreat almost certain. Murphy, then just 19 years old, made the fateful decision to stand his ground. He positioned himself on a burning tank destroyer, directing artillery fire over the radio. Despite open exposure to enemy fire and an exploding fuel tank, he held his ground alone, fending off German troops and buying time for his unit to escape. The Turning Point, January 26, 1945. Murphy's defining moment came on January 26, 1945. As his company held a defensive position in Holzwihr, they faced an overwhelming German attack. Murphy ordered his men to retreat but stayed behind, once again jumping onto an abandoned tank destroyer to single-handedly fight off approaching enemy soldiers. In an intense battle that lasted nearly an hour, he fended off waves of German infantry using the tank's .50 caliber machine gun. Exhausted and wounded, he held out until reinforcements arrived, saving his company from destruction.